Hello guys and welcome to the channel, it's the Eradicator, and in this video we will be having a look at the new derelict spaceships, the planet-side points of interest that are introduced in Star Citizen Alpha 3.16.1. The description here says that this is an update to derelict spaceship missions to include more points of interest that will be scattered on planets. These derelict spaceships can now include newly added activities such as puzzles, trip mine, traversal problems, and hostile AI encounters, and may reward handsomely for resolving the activity. These new derelicts will include the first implementation of laser trip mines into the game, which the players will encounter. The trip mines are explosive, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. So, since they say that these are the derelict spaceship missions, well, I decided to go into the movie glass and take one of those derelict spaceship missions, which the description does say that there may be indeed some hostile AIs, so that sounds quite exciting. The pay still seems to be pretty much the same, 11,000 Alpha UEC. So let's have a look at those, and it looks like we are going to have to go to Yela. As always, with those derelicts, you don't have any direct quantum travel points, so you're gonna have to fly manually to the location. It's always a nice little trip, especially if it's during the day. It's always great to see how gorgeous those planets and moons look like in Star Citizen. Anyway, about to arrive at the destination here. It definitely looks very scattered indeed, as the description said. I'm glad to be seeing that. I'm glad to see that it's in some kind of valley or ridge. Makes the place look quite dramatic indeed. So, looks like all of our boxes are at the same location. Not easy indeed. You have a little bit of difficulty out there, having to jump from one box to another in order to get to your destination. I'm glad that you don't need a multi-tool with a tractor beam attachment. I mean, it definitely would be more convenient, but you can still do it without them, especially thanks to the gravity that's not very high here on Yela. So you can jump from box to debris, and it works quite well, and just drop your box from there. So that's fine. But then, once all the boxes here are in my ship, by the way, there's a bug. There is no timer. The timer is set to 0, so I suppose that you can keep those boxes indefinitely. And then I decided to see, since those derelicts now include loot boxes, well, are there any loot boxes to check out here? And I was very disappointed. No enemy AI. I haven't found any of them. No trip mines either. And so there were some traversal puzzles, like how to get inside the ship was not always necessarily easy, but eventually I managed to find one loot box that only contained fruit. So that was very lackluster, so much so for being handsomely rewarded, right? So yeah, didn't like that so much, unfortunately. But I was hoping, you know what, maybe it's just the first mission. Maybe now finally Olympus Principle, which is the mission giver in the Moby Glass that gave this mission, now has a reputation system from which the derelict missions would become increasingly difficult. Hey, you know, right? That would be the logical things to do, because all the other professions do have a progression system. So I thought, oh yeah, maybe this is the introduction of the progression system for these derelict spaceship missions. So I delivered all the boxes, and then once this was done, I was checking in the Moby Glass, and no, nothing at all. The missions remain the same. There is no progression, and I thought, you know what, this is actually quite lackluster. But it also could be that this is the wrong mission. Maybe I was at the wrong place at the wrong time. So this is just a first impression. That first impression is not so great, as you can imagine, but it's also possible I may have done the wrong thing. I may have taken the wrong mission. And if I did, well, let me know in the comment section down below. But at the same time, if I did, I think that I was not really helped by the description, because it did say updates to derelict spaceship mission. That's exactly what I took. So I don't know, maybe the instructions in the patch notes were not clear enough as of how to find those derelicts in the game. So maybe they have to improve on that. But let me know in the comment section down below, guys. Have you experienced those derelicts, those new derelicts? Have you experienced trip mines? What do you guys think in the comment section down below? That is to get to win 2 prizes that we have this month on the channel. We have first a Spartan with LTI and also an Argo Raft with LTI as well. All you have to do is to subscribe to the channel and answer the questions question I just asked here, make sure you're in public settings. Also, if you want to go the extra mile and you want to help me out, right? Well, on Patreon and also via the YouTube Join membership program, you'll have access to my Discord channel where we have another giveaway there on Discord, a cut less steel thanks to Dr. Forbin. That's all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Shout out to Dr. Forbin and Eric Ohm for their contribution on Patreon. It's the Eradicator. I'll see you guys later. A huge shout out to everyone who's been helping me out on Patreon and via the YouTube Join membership program. Creating content on YouTube involves continuous circles of ups and downs, and it is when we are the lower parts of the curve that your help really motivates me to keep on going. Your contribution really does make a difference, which is why in return I try to give back by offering backers access to my private Discord channel, automatic access to exclusive giveaways, or answering your questions during the show. You can help me out with as little as $1 a month, and any help is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for watching again. This is the Eradicator. I'll see you guys later.